effect hits you like a wave, a fresh new spin on the news you crave. Turn the page and you see the light, a different angle that feels so right. No more waiting for the truth to show. Every story starts to glow. Daily news in a way you didn't know. It's the Taz effect that steals the show. Open your mind, let the colors flow. Daily news in a way you didn't know.
Well, hello. Thank you for joining me here at the Taz Effect. Daily news in a way you did not know you could use. And what is today? The day that everybody waits for every week. It is Fun News Friday and Trust and Believe. Glad y'all like the new theme. Trust and Believe. This today was needed. Today was needed. For those listening in over the radio airwaves, thank you for tuning in at gcpr.live. And for everyone else listening and watching from all across the social medias, hey, welcome. Holy, sit down, get comfortable, darlings. Because this week has been a shit show. So I hope you got popcorn. And real quick, to clear things up, because y'all don't seem to know shades. 2 different cups, okay? Two different cups. Water cup, light pink. Mountain Dew cup, hot pink. 2 different cups, okay? Special. Things y'all email and DM me about. Out of all the things to ask. Out of all the things to ask about. Those are the things that y'all ask. Also, to the people that have been sending me snacks, much appreciated. There's a whole basket over here to the right of me that is now full of snacks. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. My granddaughter wants your light pink one. Okay. We can work out me walking her through how to make one for herself. Just realize that combined, buying the cups, putting the stuff together and getting the cups to where they are now, we're talking about $200. Okay, $200 investment. For the Mountain Dew cup alone, this scarf, for those watching over the airwaves, yes, this is a Christian Dior scarf. I'm ridiculous. Okay, I'm ridiculous. Just yeah. See, I send weird things I question on TikTok. See, that makes sense, Jay. Everybody else, they ask me strange things. But, there's so much going on. And some of these things, I went back and quadruple checked because I was like, "Is this AI?" No, it's reality. Let's.
Are you ready?
We're gonna kick things off with the with the HHS secretary, RFK Jr. And it is as low as things have gotten with things that he has shared with us completely unprovoked. I don't know who needs a diary more, him or Erica Kirk. I don't know. They're kind of neck and neck with the things that they're just choosing to just share unprovoked. But this is the man in charge of our health and well-being. I need y'all to keep that in mind. Just stop, look, and listen.
And I said, I'm not scared of a germ. I used to snort cocaine off of toilet seats. And I know this disease will kill me.
Right.
Like if I don't.
This man claims This man claims that he is an anti-vaxxer. Now, keep in mind his entire family is completely vaccinated, okay? But he's telling other people vaccinations are bad, okay? He's skeptical of vaccine, but not public toilets. There are some private toilets I wouldn't trust, okay? Have I ended friendships because I've gone to people's bathrooms and now I'm not one to go through your medicine cabinet, no, nothing like that. But where I got to sit, just in case you missed it, just in
And I
case.
said, I'm not scared of a germ. You know, I used to snort cocaine off of toilet seats.
There's so many things you could use. I'm not a connoisseur, nor am I an expert when it comes to the cocaine. Okay, I don't know much about asking. Don't know much about booger sugar, but I do know you could have used a credit card. You could have used your hand. You could have used the sink. You could have used so many things. This is also a man who hails from the population of the globe that still to this day has bath days, that has no problem tongue kissing their pets. That will stick their Peter whackers into animals. That are still fighting to celebrate a man who thought manatees were sexy.
Bye. Have a great time.
How did we get here? We're really not supposed to be here. He tried my nerves for the last time. My head says no, no. He's not supposed to be here. This time I swear I'm through. What happened? We gonna get through this. Not gonna say the no word. Not going to say the no word. Not. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. It's not. My eyeball is fighting back. Mm-mm. What is now? Where to go from here? You know what? Let's just do this. Did you? Because I didn't. I'm gonna be honest. Did you have? Oh, because we got to break the bingo card. We can't just have a bingo card for the whole year, as we learned that way back in 2024. So, in your winter 2026 bingo card, okay, first quarter 2026 bingo card, did you have Cardi B versus DHS? Did you have that down? Because I didn't see that coming. Usually I'm better at this, but I didn't have it. Did you? Do you know what I'm talking about? Yes, no, maybe so. Now, Cardi B has started her tour, the Am I the Drama tour, okay? The Am I the Drama tour. She said, and people are like, "Oh, she's joking." I don't think she's joking. I don't think she's joking, but I could be wrong. I don't think I am, but I could be. Okay. She said, hey, y'all, if ICE come in here, we jumping them. I got some bear spray in the back. Okay? She said, they're not coming to take my ass. And they ain't coming to take y'all either. I don't think she joking. Okay? Last person that thought that she was joking when she was talking about laying hands on them, she laid hands on them and then sued them and won. So, but let's get into this Cardi B versus DHS. And just so you know, DHS started it. My girl Innocent. Okay? Got your alibis for Cardi ready? Okay.
I just saw a very odd Twitter exchange and I decided to bring it here. It's basically Cardi B versus the Department of Homeland Security. Let's take a look. It all started with TMZ posting this article with this headline. Cardi B jokingly threatens to jump ICE at her concert. If you didn't know, Cardi B kicked off her Am I the Drama tour last night. So then the Department of Homeland Security, and yes, this is their actual Twitter account, they really did this. As long as she doesn't drug and rob our agents, we'll consider that an improvement over her past behavior. If you don't know, this is a reference to an old clip of Cardi before she got famous, where I think she was like on live or did an Instagram video saying that back when she was a dancer, she would set men up, like drug them, knock them out, and take all their money. Cardi B, of course, had to respond to that, so she quote tweeted the Department of Homeland Security, and this is what she had to say. If we talking about drugs, let's talk about Epstein and his friends drugging underage girls to rape them. Why y'all don't want to talk about the Epstein files? Oh, it looks like Cardi is the drama. How do you guys feel about that exchange? Was that inappropriate, especially for an actual government entity? Let me know in the comments.
Be careful with me. When y'all gonna learn to leave certain people? Like, why come at her unprovoked? What she said was right. Like, as long as we don't. Not y'all trying to call out somebody drugging and robbing grown ass men that were trying to do worse to women. When we have a cabinet made up of Epstein buddies and a 34-time convicted, adjudicated rapist sitting in the Oval Office, I like. Like, let me explain something to y'all, okay? We went from Riri on the internet, okay, verbally splicing and dicing everybody, okay, to Riri was like, you know what? I'm gonna sit back. I'm gonna give y'all some lingerie and some makeup so y'all can look sexy, and I'm gonna pop out these babies, and I'm gonna be in love. And she took that torch and passed it to Cardi, and Cardi was like, "Let me remind y'all, my name is Belle Khalifa, bitches."
Emotional damage.
Let me explain something to y'all, okay? Leave women with melanin alone. Leave women with melanin alone. I know y'all just now learning this about the Asian women because they come to collect y'all. Y'all should have left them and they flavor bombs alone. Y'all should have left them and their culture alone. Okay, because all us black women are in the comment section cheering them on as they gather y'all. If a woman has melanin, not purchased melanin, not melanin from frying their skin into looking like leather, naturally occurring melanin, like them in the sun is homies, okay? Them in the sun is besties. They locked in. They not out here windmilling UV rays. Leave them alone. Leave them alone, okay? We are born with a wit quicker than you can inhale and exhale. Baby, leave us alone. Leave us alone. And right now, we got nothing but time because we don't cash in all of our PTO days. I strongly suggest you leave every last one of us the hell alone. Just stop. Absolutely. Just. Now, y'all remember Timu Nazi man, right? Greg Bovino. Just like every other member of the MAGA faction of the current GOP. Hypocrisy. If their parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles lived under the rules that they are trying to impose, they wouldn't be our problem right now. We would not have to deal with them. But as always, stop, look, and listen. Here comes the mighty bullshit.
Look, everyone, gather round. We're gonna make Greg Bovino a star. Today, in Green Cards for me, but not for thee, we're talking about the widow guy, Gregory Bovino, the bravest little soldier leading the ICE Brigade and the public face of Donnie T's deportations. And since Greg loves the spotlight, we're gonna give it to him. And it turns out, Gregory has some skeletons in the closet that he doesn't want us talking about, which means we're talking. Greg Bovino was raised in Blowing Rock, North Carolina, in a family descended from Italian immigrants. That's right, his great-grandfather was an Italian immigrant who lived in the United States for 15 years before deciding to apply for his U.S. citizenship. Uh-oh. So yes, the man who has made an entire career hunting, policing, and punishing immigrants comes from the exact kind of immigration story that would never be tolerated under the system that he enforces today. And while Greg is out parading as an SS officer telling the public that he's getting the real dangerous criminals, like those convicted of DUIs and murder, his own father was imprisoned for that very thing. On June 6, 1981, Gregory's dad, Michael Bovino, who was then the owner of the local bar, the Library Club, left work intoxicated, smashed into a car, and killed 26-year-old Janie Mae Mitchell. He was charged with manslaughter, pleaded guilty to death by a motor vehicle, and was sentenced to just 1 year in jail. And shortly after that, the family had to file for bankruptcy, sell the bar, and the parents divorced, which many of those who knew him then credit to creating the angry, desperate to prove himself lit fella that we see today. And of course, nobody's responsible for their parents' actions. But when you build your entire brand and career around punishing other people's families, who you call the worst of the worst, even though many don't have any criminal convictions at all, then we need to talk about the hypocrisy. And ever since Greg was a littler boy, he's always wanted to be a border patrol agent. And now Greg has spent his entire adult life doing just that. Except, well, now he's far away from the border that he's supposed to be securing. Instead, terrorizing American cities in order to put on a show for Donnie T and his base.
He's an angry elf.
Which, unsurprisingly, has kept him in some legal trouble. Just a few months ago, a federal judge found that he lied under oath about using tear gas during one of his Chicago operations. The judge also found that Greg lied about tackling a protester because video footage later showed him doing exactly that. And we know from history, I was just doing my job has never been a very good shield. Oh, and with all the time that Greg spends at the southern border, you really think he could have picked up some affordable dental care along the way. Can someone get this guy a juice box and a history book?
The worst of them always get propelled up and propped up The ones that do not fit the narrative that is being sold, always the one that is listened to the most. Because please tell me how the head of the Littles is out here leading the charge. But, I can't, because we got a president that looks like an undercooked steak. So, And speaking of that, did you know on Trump's Hollywood Walk of Fame star, somebody put out an end table with pictures of him and Epstein in a file cabinet? Hey, Nightbird. I'm not joking.
I met Donald Trump's star at the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and somebody put a filing cabinet with photos of him and Jeffrey Epstein right out front, and I absolutely love this for him.
Seems to be an influx of dark-winged ducks out there. Because in the middle of the night, they go walking through the streets. Now, something that has been talked about all week long, because, butt hurt kid Pebble, child Pebble cannot let it go, okay? Cannot let it go, is Tapusa's alternate halftime show that nobody from Tapusa watched or attended, and all the people that were like, boycott, watch this, watch it, didn't. They were tuned in, they were locked in with Benito Ball. Okay, getting offended because they realized how dumb they are and that nobody wants to unify with them. At this point, even things that are battery operated don't want to unify with them. What? Just like with all things on the right wing side of things, we get another glimpse into the projection and why they think that everyone standing on the right side of history is profiting from it. Where's my profits from it? I guess technically, y'all done sent me my weight in candy, so I guess that is, I gotta be careful what I ask for. I do. Bachar, as always, stop, look, and listen. Here comes the mighty BS.
Burning Trash USA just got exposed by the audience members at their halftime performance. Those audience members told Candace Owens that they were from Craigslist. They were paid $250. It was 2 12-hour days of filming. They ran out of food. The first day, they were served Mediterranean food. The second day, they were served tacos. I thought they were anti-immigrant. What? TPUSA got their hotel rooms, but they had to share it with strangers from that same event. They didn't know the people in their own rooms. They said Erica Kirk wasn't there either of those 2 days, and they were put in holding areas for hours, not given enough food, like food ran out. So many people were saying the TPUSA performances were flawless and it was so well executed. No, it was edited over the course of a 24-hour filming period. And they really thought in their delusional brains that they were going to compete with a live Super Bowl show that is seen across the planet. Just because they're racist, they wanted to put on their own show because they're racist. Then they still serve tacos and ran out. The world is a stage.
As Mr. Ritchie was going, no, This wasn't pre-recorded. I just contacted Tapusa and told them that things weren't synced up. Recordings don't sync up at times. You can have some delays, but those delays would still be synced up. And how does that explain Toddler Boulder, you forgetting the words to your own song? So they were paid, put in unsafe conditions, fed food from immigrants. His story doesn't add up. His hairline don't add up. And yeah, they well, barely fed. I hope they were paid in cash and not Bitcoin this time around. But let me put something in perspective for y'all, okay? Now, everybody's been talking about Ricky Martin and Kid Rock being the same age. One born at the beginning of the year, one born at the end of the year, okay? But I really want to put something in perspective to y'all, okay? Vanilla Ice did way more drugs, went to rehab way more times, was hard on his body. He's admitted to this, okay? Since people are like, it's not fair, Ricky Martin isn't the run-of-the-mill white man, okay? He's got a list of fritters in there. That's not fair to compare the two. Vanilla Ice. Regular, schmegular, degular, actual trailer park white boy. Who also knows the price of copper. Well, the street value of copper. But since we're out here humbling white guys, now we saw Jake Paul get his shit rocked, okay? Then we found out that he went and got himself a lace front beard. As if any of us were going to buy that. We know how surgery goes and that they would have had to shave it. And we know that the glass jaw, like, it was shattered, okay? His shit got rocked like somebody dropping a crystal vase, okay? Didn't he perform for Trump with the Ninja Turtle? Yes, he did. He did perform for Trump with the Ninja Turtle. But Logan Paul thinks that he's big shit. And he got humbled. Now, the person who humbled him, I don't like, but in this instance, the enemy of my enemy, still my fucking enemy. Oh, sorry, my bad. I said the no word. But here we go.
I'm being flown out to Saudi Arabia to compete in a Fanatics flag football game. You know with you.
Yeah, you know what? I'm actually a little worried for you because I know
Worried for me.
Well, you're a good athlete, but you're like
No.
These guys are another level.
I am the highest level. I am the level.
No, you're not the level.
I am the level.
You're a good athlete, but honestly, when I'm thinking of Saquon Barkley and I'm thinking of like,
bro, can Saquon
Odell
Barkley
Beckham
do
and Justin Jefferson
a flip off the top rope?
Have you not
180
seen him
moonsault
jump
off the top
over
rope
someone's
onto
head on
LA
the
It's
Knight?
cute. It's a great, I love WWE. It's very cute.
Same,
but
bro.
honestly, this is like real football. This is real competition.
I was an all-state linebacker. I rushed for 1,200 yards, 19 touchdowns my senior year.
Well, let's see what you can still bring it.
Let me remind y'all, the senior year he's talking about is his senior year of high school, 13 years ago. He legitimately said regarding a professional football player, oh, yeah, but can he do a backflip? Now I'm sitting there talking about I am the standard. Now, not to take away from the athleticism of professional wrestlers, okay? I'm a connoisseur of the wrestling myself, okay? Enjoy it immensely. But let's be real, okay? We know the choreography that goes into these things, all right? This man's got so excited. Okay, he sounded like a $40 side chick from circa 2018. Okay, he getting excited like he wanted the city girls. I'm getting flued out, y'all. Right now in the Middle East, okay, I'm pretty sure you and I could get flown out for something. They are swooping in, paying good money for people from the U.S. to come over and be their entertainment. Okay, I keep telling y'all we are the Truman Show. Okay, it's just our turn to be plucked as cast members to go on a tour, sign some autographs, and take some pictures. All right, that's what's going on. Okay, we are International Bad Girls Club at this point. Okay, we're the baddies. Natalie Nunn, like that's what we got going on. Like, Hogan, I am the standard. Standard of what? Well, you are a white man. If you can spell your name and tie your shoe, they think that you are the creme de la creme, baby boy. I'm up for that. Book me. Exactly, Jay. Like, I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. DeVille. Mr. DeMille. I am the standard. And yes, I know about the gnome affair getting put up. We're gonna get to that in a minute. Okay, we're using the crock pot today. Okay, it's Fun News Friday. Okay, and those watching, those that are able to see me and see the background there, darling, the Taz is $10 theater. Of course, I've got the merch. The merch is at Tazisms. Okay, use promo code BHM for Black History Month, 26 for 20% off throughout the entire site. So, yes, darlings. Now, we also have been since the beginning, and here at the Taz Effect, we've been talking about this since before mass legacy media picked up on the story regarding the Today Show host Savannah Guthrie's mother going missing, Nancy Guthrie. Now, we have come to a consensus here from the information that we know and that could be confirmed thus far. It's giving inside job. For whatever reason, that's what it's looking like. And there are a couple people that I can understand got in their feelings, like, oh, Taz, I can't believe you would say that. You're new here. I get that. Calm your britches. Okay. Take these. Touch yourself a little bit. But as always, the heathens come through with the come through. So I've sent this video a couple times. Stop, look, and listen. We'll discuss on the other side.
I don't think she was kidnapped. We would have heard, listen, there would have been a video, there would have been a photograph, there would have been something, a lock of hair, a drop of blood, something mailed to somebody so they could verify, yes, in fact, these people have my mother. Kidnappers want to get paid quickly. They don't want this thing to linger. If you're negotiating with another drug dealer in South America somewhere, it could go on for a few weeks, a month, until they get bored and decide this is not worth it. And it's either pay up or we're going to kill this person. And it's always a negotiation, right? The first figure they throw out is never what actually gets paid, like any good business deal. There's going to be a negotiation, but it's going to be a fast and hard one. And there's been no negotiations. No one's called up and said, hey, where's my money? That hasn't happened. For the simple reason is nobody's kidnapped her, I don't think. If you're a good kidnapper, you're going to grab the medication on the way out the door because you're going to have to take care of her. You're going to have to keep her alive and healthy, right? So it shows a total lack of planning. The total lack of forensic evidence of anyone being in that house, of grabbing her, is another clue that she wasn't kidnapped.
And that's the thing. You're good, Annabelle. We haven't gotten there yet, Annabelle. We're going to come to that here in a minute. Here's my thing with all of that. because yes, she has a heart condition. She has this medication that she needs. This is dragging out way too long. We had a fake letter and a fake kidnapper come out. But let's go over the time frame real quick again. She was out to dinner with her daughter. There are questions about the son-in-law. She was supposed to be dropped off. Nobody walked her to the door. Nobody waited to make sure she got in the house. Whoever it was knew where her cameras were, knew where stuff was out front, and all these different things. Now, they were a little leery about the back of the house for whatever reason, but hey, it is what it is. Nobody had regular check-ins with mom who's living alone with all of these medical conditions. And also, why wasn't her medication taken? And why isn't this negotiation going quicker? And why are we using Bitcoin that could tell us exactly who you are? Annabelle, here's my thing. I agree that she very well may be dead already. Here is what I have deduced thus far. And this is a working theory, as always. As we get concrete information and more information, my assessment may change. But it's just an assessment at the moment. Whatever happened that night at that dinner, she was dead that night. There was never a driving home. Because they have video footage, but nobody's showing us footage of her walking back through her own front door. Nobody said, oh, this is what time she got home. Here's her on camera. Here's the perpetrator. I think she was already gone. I think she was already deceased, and they are putting this on to give a cover to whatever was going on, whether somebody was trying to arm her out of money, if she failed, whatever. Somebody panicked and natural causes took her out and they didn't realize it. But she gone. And the fact that I don't believe Savannah had anything to do with it, because you could tell this woman ain't had no sleep. She been taken through there. But her brother and sister, their emotions aren't matching up. And I am that sibling that usually has veins of ice water when it comes to emergent situations. Like when our mother, her lung collapsed and when she passed away. Was I sad? Yes. Did I want to break down, scream, call, and holler and everything? Also, yes. But instantly, I went into protect mode, notify mode, get the paperwork done, get into these. So that I can understand. But if my parent was missing, it would show on my face. It would show on my face. And those of you all that have been around for a while, last year was a tough year for me. And there were many of you all that reached out because you're like, okay, yeah, she took a short break. But when I came back, looking back at the footage, yes, those that have gotten to know me could see something was wrong, even though I was trying to put on a brave front. That woman gone. They done took her to the king. Because I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And I've had some interesting characters in my dating past. And there was one particular person, we did not have a long relationship because they would, oh, I'm going to drop you off. No sooner than I would close the car door would close, they would be gone. 2 seconds later, I could have been snatched up or anything. So those people do exist, but ain't no way you dropping my mama off and you're not going to make sure she gets through the door? Yeah. Swing down, chariot, stop and let me ride on. Yeah, she gone. That nigga gone, y'all. Okay, I don't mean to laugh, but and once again, if you missed my Epstein Maxwell updates special earlier today, can y'all stop with this? Oh, this is a distraction against the Epstein files. From what? What does Savannah Guthrie or the Guthrie family have to do with this? What distraction would this give? What distraction has it given? Nothing. Nothing. Jesus Christ. At this point, y'all would say your great aunt's constipation is a damn distraction from these. Like, please. Please stop. Now, we're good now. I'm gonna end this one with a doozy, but we're not there yet. We're not there yet. And to the person who sent me the video that we're gonna close out with, you owe me, homie. You owe me. I'm not gonna put your name out there because I thought about going to your page and getting a picture and making that my background for today. Because this is funny. So I'm gonna give you a pass. Don't do this again. But before we get there, oh, thank you, Starlight. Well, we know Kristi Noem is a bird-legged hoe. Kristi Noem is a bird-legged hoe, and she's a whore. When did this become a whorehouse? When we let her in. When we let her in, and not her making her affair partner a trusted aide. But don't let me tell it. Don't let me tell it. It is Fun News Friday. You know how this go? Yep. Ready? 3, 2, 3, 2, 1.
As if the Trump administration just could not get more embarrassing, we got this story today. Corey Lewandowski, longtime Trump confidant, fired a Coast Guard pilot after Kristi Noem's blanket was left behind on a plane. And you might be wondering, well, that's pretty odd. Why would Corey Lewandowski care that much about a left-behind blanket? There have long been rumors of Lewandowski and Noem having a secret affair. It goes back years at this point. Previously, a tabloid photographer had taken photos of Lewandowski going back and forth between his apartment and Noem's. Even Donald Trump has said he is uncomfortable with their relationship. Now we get this latest reporting that he fired a Coast Guard pilot because of the evidence that Noem left behind. This administration is obviously a clown show that gets worse by the day. But I think the Democrats here actually put it pretty well. DHS did not fire the officers who shot and killed Americans in cold blood. However, they fired the officer who accidentally left Kristi Noem's blanket on a plane. It's just an absolute joke.
And here's the thing. Have you noticed something about this administration and who they choose to fire when they're up to no good? You do realize once you fire someone, you lose your leverage. They can now talk about what you did, free of consequences, because the ultimate consequence was them losing their job. They lost their job. And right now, it's quite profitable to make the round snitching on these idiots. Like ain't. First of all, we've seen Kristi Noem. We've seen her style. Okay, it's giving very much so bland, Ray Dunn, live, love, laugh. Okay, who would know that's her blanket? One thing that I learned when we were going through Kamala Harris's book, 107 Days, and we will come back to that to finish it off. A lot of politicians, a lot of, cabinet members, they leave things behind because it's going to be continually used. So, people take them, clean them, store them different places. And when such and such comes on, they're going to have it. Like for Kamala Harris, they would have her Uggs sitting there. So, she could come in, blah, blah, blah. Why make a big deal about it? Biological material is on that blanket, but they were going to clean it. Oh, you're right. Nothing about that affair was secret. It wasn't. Nothing. Like, the MAGA faction of the GOP, and for those that have not gone through my series on Substack of the different factions of the GOP since the GOP's inception, you should go back and take a look at it, and then these things will make more sense to you. But anyway, and yes, it's free over on Substack. I did not put it under the subscription. None of their affairs are secret. None of them. But it begs the question, what are their spouses getting out of this? because not even the spouses are filing for divorce. The spouses aren't writing books or having these expos, nothing. Because I'm sorry. You're not about to publicly do this. I'm not staying if you do it privately. But to publicly do it, oh, the apology better be louder and more eye-catching than what you did in order for me to think about staying. Because if you slanging dick and serving it up for somebody else, first of all, screw how badly I'm going to devastate you. I'm going to be every reason why. Okay, I am about to turn into the most epic porn star you done ever seen. I'm taking footage. I'm editing it down. I'm making trailers of it. And I'm going to send you trailers leading up to the premiere. I told y'all. I love a Scorpio. One of my bestest friends is a Scorpio. And I was raised by two Scorpios. Days apart. October. End of October. Early November. And I am a Taurus. I am an April Taurus woman. Okay? Right at the beginning of Taurus season. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. A $10 theater. Yes, Magpie, a $10 theater. Merch available at tazisms.com. Sell the records. I also make the records. I am a Jacqueline of all trades, darling. Yes. I go out. I raise the animals. I butcher them for the bacon. I bring the bacon back. I fry it up. I serve it. We absent, like none of these people, none of their spouses are like, oh my goodness, this should not be happening. Let me get this out of here. No, you're not the only Libra here. Oh my God, was that his wife's blanket and he brought it without? No, it was Kristi Noem's blanket. But here's the thing. Kristi Noem, no, don't nobody mess with her. This is the same woman while out with her family. Secret Service at a public place. Secret Service allowed her to get robbed. Like, why are you shocked? Why are you shocked? Like, let's be real. Let's be real. In my life, there are certain people I don't go anywhere with. I'm not going to their house. They're not coming to mine. I'm not going out in public with. Why? Because I know they would not protect me. They would leave me to my own devices. And there are some people who are just bitches that if they can't get what they want out of me, they would leave me. They would feed me to the wolves. So I don't go out with them. I don't mess with them like that. Kristi Noem knows that everybody around her don't mess with her. Think of the Vanity Fair article. Why was there a mixture of staffers, because the press secretary is technically a staffer, and cabinet members? They was like, hey, Kristi.
Talk to the hand.
Because let's not forget, she moved into military base housing. I want to know what these spouses are getting out of this. And do you know how bad your cheating has to be for Trump to feel uncomfortable? He don't even feel uncomfortable sitting in his own feces. Okay, he be squish, splishing and splatting in his own seat. Oh, Magpie, I've had 2 soundboards for a while. I'm the OG of StreamYard. They're over here because of me. You're right. She has no family. Okay, now we're gonna. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, we're gonna close this out with this, and I need y'all to pay attention and listen. Okay, now there is a show with a DJ, a radio show, DJ named Jubal. Okay, they call people when they've been ghosted after a first date or whatever, to get some closures, to get some understanding. Sometimes these people are like, you know what, it was a misunderstanding, I will go on a second date with you. Sometimes you find out some people are some cheaters. Okay, it depends. But this one, like I said to my homie that sent me this, I'm giving you a pass. I'm giving you, second date update, twin. I'm giving you a pass because I was very, very tempted to go to your page. And I wasn't even going to pull a flattering picture. I was going to go get a video where you were like midway talking and get your face contorted and make it my background. But I didn't. But sharing is caring. Yeah. If you're eating something, chew it, swallow it, take a sip, put it down. Okay. You've been forewarned. Don't, myself nor GCPR is responsible for anything that happens after this point because I have warned you. Now listen, it's a bit long. It's about 5 minutes. So I'm going to drop myself from being able to be seen, those that can see me. And those over the radio waves at GCPR.live, if you're pull over, if you're at work, make sure you got some headphones in. But here, focused. Here we go.
She comes up and whispers in my ear, "Can I blow air into your butt?"
What? Excuse me, what?
Hello?
Hey, can I speak to Marcus, please?
Yeah, this is him.
Hey, Marcus, how you doing? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
From who?
Brooke and Jubal in the Morning, the radio show.
Okay.
I'm calling you because you recently went on a date with one of our listeners, and they emailed me about you.
Really?
Yeah. And apparently now you're not calling her back.
Okay. Who is it?
Her name is Tara. Do you remember going out with a girl named Tara?
Yeah.
Okay, well, Tara sent us an email and said that she really enjoyed your time together, but apparently it's been like 10 days and you haven't called her when you said you would. So she asked me to get you on the phone and find out if she did something wrong on the date.
Okay, what'd she tell you?
She said that you guys met online, went out for drinks, ended up back at her place, kind of, made out, messed around a little bit, and then at some point you just said that you need to slow down and then you left.
So she told you about our date?
Yeah. It's in the segment we do called the second date update. Somebody emails us, they tell us all about the date, and then we see if we can get that person on the phone. And today that person is you, Marcus.
Okay.
Do you have a few minutes to talk to us about your date with Tara?
I guess.
Okay. So did you like Tara?
Yeah, Tara was nice.
Okay, so everything was good, but you're not calling her back when you said you would because?
Things moved a little too fast, I guess you could say.
Okay. When we talked to Tara, she told us about that. She was worried that maybe she moved too quick for you. She mentioned that you have never been with a woman before.
She told you everything?
Yeah. But that's fine, dude. Hey, that's your thing. Whatever. Who cares? But that's what she told us, and she thinks that maybe she tried to move too fast for you, and that scared you off.
I think she's right.
She's right.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
But if she knows that, wouldn't be grounds to never call her again. Wouldn't you just want to talk about that with her?
I just don't know if I'm her type of guy.
What do you mean by that?
Maybe she needs someone, I don't know, a little more her speed.
Okay.
Yeah, are you just looking for somebody who just is not interested in sex at all right now, or?
No, I want someone interested in sex, I guess, but just maybe on my terms, very, very slow.
Marcus, can you just tell us what happened to make you feel uncomfortable so that we can at least let her know? Because she's really curious as to why you're not calling her back.
All right, well, things got a little physical. I mean, we kissed a little.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess she kissed my neck. I don't know. We were getting a little physical.
Okay, and was that it then? It was just too physical for you with the kissing? I mean, she did tell us that you guys made out and messed around a little bit.
Yeah, and then she started to take my shirt off.
Okay.
Yeah. And she's like kissing my neck, and then she goes down and licks my armpit.
What?
Wait.
She licked your armpit.
No. On purpose?
I don't know.
I could see how that would make you feel uncomfortable, though, especially if your armpit's hairy. Gross.
Men's armpits are not attractive. I just can't believe that would be intentional.
Well, I guess it was kind of on the side of my armpit, like in the area. She was licking like the area.
Okay. So you can't really hold that against her then, because it's not like she like grabbed your arm, held your hand in the air, and just licked your pit. Like maybe she didn't mean to do that.
Maybe did it totally like kill the mood right then, and you just wanted to stop?
It was actually what she did next that really killed the move, and I said, I need to end this. I got to get out of here.
Whoa! What could top licking your armpit?
Well, she's in that area, and then she comes up and whispers in my ear, "Can I blow air into your butt?"
What? Excuse me, what? No. Could you repeat that?
There's no way.
Can I blow air into your butt?
She did not whisper in your ear asking permission to blow air into your backside.
Never even heard of
It was so weird.
What is
Are you serious, Marcus? Marcus, you're 100% serious with me right now.
How would you lie about that?
I don't know why you would lie.
She asked me if she could blow air in my butt.
Wow.
Is that like a thing that I don't know about?
I've never heard of that before, but I know a way to find out. Marcus, Tara is actually on the other line listening right now.
What?
Yeah.
She said, "Come here, my little Pennywise balloon." She took his shirt off. She took his shirt off and then started licking in the armpit area. This man, he's, I don't mean to laugh, but I'm glad at this being his first time, he knew, okay, stranger danger, I got to go. Because could you imagine him thinking that this is proper foreplay, and then he get with the next woman and start licking armpits and going, "Can I blow in your booty hole?" We definitely judge. Last week, we had people putting hydrochloric acid up the pee-pee holes. This week, we got, "Can I blow in your booty hole?" Like, girl, look, there are a lot of people that will let you do a lot of things with their undercarriage, okay? But you got to wait until they expose their undercarriage to you. You got to like warm them up to it. You got to grease the palms, so to speak, okay? You like, sister girl, y'all don't even know each other like that. You don't even know if he properly wiped. You don't know if he got bath days. You don't know if his bath day is once a month. Like, you ain't even got to see if there's crusties down there. You don't even know how regularly he changed. And you ready to take your lips that are attached to your face and blow this man like you work at Party City. And his booty hole is a balloon. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? What? Girl, you're supposed to lick it like a lollipop, not. Groceries are to be eaten, not blowed. But exactly, Magpie. Let's run it back. Let's run it back to the armpit. Because this man tried to give her a pass, like, "Oh, well, she came down and she was close to." No, she got some weird kinks. Like, she should have. There's sites for this. There's sites for this. This is where that's where your dating pool should come from. I'm just saying. But, kiss the shoulder, okay? That could be a little sexy, seductive. Even if you're a licker, okay? Lick a little bit of that, lick up the collarbone, up to the neck, do a little kissy up to the cheek. But you down here like, let me finger it to your that man was probably sitting in his car like, he was having a Carl Thomas moment, like, and I wish I never met her at all, even though she wanted to blow my booty hole. Don't judge me. I never said I was gonna be mature. I said I would be active and entertaining. Okay, I promise y'all I would sell the records. I didn't think shit. Y'all keep coming back. Blow like whoo, whoo, whoo. Given the blow that we generally have to talk about because of this administration, Booger Sugar Blow, I guess this is not what anybody meant when we said one band, one sound. Did you forget this was his first time? She forgot this was a first date. This was his first time. And then he never called the radio station. It was like, he's never been with a woman before. You traumatized him. Helpful? If you blow in, it's gonna blow out. That's what I'm saying. Like, also, I got questions. So they went out, they went drinking, they did all these things, they getting hot and heavy. What did y'all eat? That's important. Okay, that is important. Okay, as somebody who has jewelry that goes back there, don't judge me and don't ask no questions. That's all the information you're gonna get. Just go with it. Okay. It depends what you ate and how strong your muscles are. Okay? What you mean you starting a potential shitty situation? You was about to get some bronzer with some smell to it. Okay? You a girl on her knees in the corner, trying to blow a man's booty hole on the first day. Jesus, man, Joseph. He thought he died in a bullet, and then
one eternity later.
He answers the phone and they like, hey, remember that girl who was licking your armpit trying to blow up your booty hole? She want a second date. She don't understand why you ain't calling her. She's talking about, well, he didn't call me in the time frame he promised. When in that story did that man promise he was calling anybody? He said for her to go find somebody that was on her speed. I don't know who's supposed to be on her speed because I think Speed Racer drove off from that heifer. What the? Baby, she was trying to have pureed beef stew all up in her face. What? No. Check her hard drive because I'm pretty sure she done did something strange with the family pet. I can't prove it, but I feel it in my spirit that she has. Okay. Oh heck no. No. Well, as always, thank you all for tuning in, listening in, all that jazz. For those listening in over the radio airwaves at gcpr.live, thank you. And those watching from all over the World Wide Web, thank you also. And for those that did not want to come in and have been watching from the outside, hi. We see you too, boo. We see you too. If you own a small business or you would like to see your place of business advertised here on these GCPR airwaves, please go to gcpr.live, that is gcpr.live, and click advertise here, and we will make sure we get your advertisement out. When tonight. Also, if you would like to help me keep the lights on so you can keep listening to, hearing, and seeing the Taz Effect, you can subscribe for additional history content on Substack, subscribe on TikTok, or Patreon. Actually, tell me what y'all want on Patreon. Or you can go to Tazisms.com and put in promo code BHM26 for 20% off site-wise. You can get your Taz $10 theater merch, the Oranga Trump merch, Melting Ice merch, Mancacity, you name it. We got it. If you don't see it over there, tell me. We'll put it there because we aim to please. Outside of that, I will see you all again tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Central for Porch of No Judgment with Jen and my IT twin, Angry IT Nerd. Well, we will be ringing in Valentine's Day together and bringing you some wonderful stories. And Jen has decided she can keep me focused tomorrow. We'll see. I will behave. We'll see. But anywho, I bought a dress for tomorrow. Just for the show. Because I want it to feel pretty. So as always, each one teach one, each one reach one. Remember, don't do anything that requires bail, not in this economy, and most importantly, it only requires bail if you get caught. How big is your snack bowl? Okay, that must be what's at the door. So give me a second. I will show that here in a little bit, but yeah. Thank you guys. I keep getting more and more snacks. I gotta watch being depressed around golf. And whoever sent the box of cupcakes, thank you. I had those for breakfast. Don't judge me. Judge your mom and your daddy. Ew. Do not forget, later on tonight, there will be also another Epstein/Maxwell update because things are moving too late. Things are moving a little bit fast. There's more things coming up. And I will see you all at 7 p.m., 6 Eastern, 6 p.m. Central, as we go through Nobody's Girl by Virginia Roberts Giuffre again. And I will double up on the history nugget of the day since I did miss yesterday. But be good. Or, well, that's hypocritical of me to say. Heisman your way out of the corner.